all day.
Yeah, right about that. Let's get some more highlights. You guys want some more highlights?
Why not? What do you got?
Let's do this.
What are you serving?
The Jags and the Panthers. I'm serving up some good stuff here,
baby.
Kyle. How about Christian McCaffery comes in this game as the NFL's best running back, and he's going to lead the same way. How about this play? A little stiff arm, and he goes up and over the top. It's a leap of faith. Hey, can an angry run be graceful? Because it was a stiff arm, and then he jumps over a grown man trying to tackle
Funny
him.
you asked that. I had people tweeting this week. I don't know if this is an angry run. My tendency is not. If you have to ask, then it isn't. It's just an awesome run. It's a different segment.
You're right.
Good
It's
roll.
an awesome run. Okay, third quarter now. Christian McCaffery. Watch how he puts his foot in the ground and goes north and south.
Bye.
Woo! That right there is
Hey, they're going to catch him, right?
Oh, no,
Catch
they're
him.
not going to
This
catch
is
him.
insane.
21 miles per hour. Is that speeding in the school zone? It might be. Christian McCaffery was unbelievable. And how about that? The Panthers, they win this one 34-27. And here is the best running back in the game, Christian McCaffery, on his monster performance.
You got Saquon in there for you?
I think I'm playing well. I think there's a couple things here and there that got to get better at. But at the end of the day, it's team game, team win, team losses, and my job is to do my job. And it doesn't happen if the guys up front don't block, if Kyle's not making the right calls. It's a huge team game. So there's a lot of good statistical games. There's a lot of bad statistical games, and at the end of the day, we just got to focus on doing our job and executing.
Time for Who is Showing a Spark of Brilliance, presented by the Spark Card by Capital One. No surprises here. We all voted for Christian McCaffery. He was so impressive. He has been all season long.
No doubt about it. I'll date this back to college. I remember when he was leaving and he decided not to play in the bowl game. And everybody kind of scoffed at it. Said, oh, what is he doing? He's just protecting his body. Why don't he go out there and play with his guys?
Not a team guy.
Not a team guy.
I forgot about that.
And then he gets in the league and it was like, the highlights of him showing the quick feet while he's training. He's Ed McCaffery's son. I don't know if he's a true four-down back. He's a little bit finesse more than he is physical. Yesterday he showed us everything. We're talking everything within the skill set that a great running back possesses. Last week I said we're witnessing greatness when watching Russell Wilson. I'll say that right now about Christian McCaffery. We are witnessing greatness, so enjoy it while you're seeing it.
Let's go one step further here.
What's
All
up?
offseason we said, is he the best dual threat running back in the league, or is it Kamara, is it Barkley? Dual threat is like, is this the best, spicy kind of ketchup? No. Is he the best
Condiment.
running back? Is he the best running back in the league? And I think
He is.
He is. I love Kamara, and I think he's done a tremendous job, and I think Ezekiel Elliott, when going, can go well. But this is the guy. This is the guy right now. And, Christian McCaffery was drafted in the top 10, and a lot of people said, a running back in the top 10? Yes, he is the entire offense, and Kyle Allen's playing great, and all the other guys. You go through Christian McCaffery. He's putting on a show every week. If you haven't had a chance to watch him, they play in London this week on Saturday. I mean, this is the
Best
guy.
dual threat running back?
No.
Best
Is
running
it a
back?
fair conversation to have, though, when Saquon's not on the field?
No.
I don't know. I don't know how that works.
Okay, talk about it. Saquon is amazing. But I used to say it was definitely Saquon and Christian second. I've run out of reasons that Saquon is better than Christian. I really have. I think they're the same. Peter, it's funny, you're talking about dual threat. We do a segment here where we drafted running backs who we thought would win the rushing title, just rushing yards. And Peter took McCaffery, which I thought was a terrible pick because he'll go 1,000. No, he's blowing everybody away. And every week he's doing something different and getting better. It's like he's adding powers like Black Panther, which is ironic because he's a white panther. But honestly,
He is a white panther.
Unbelievable. I smile watching this guy play.
Let's take it a step further.
Wakanda forever.
Then
Right?
best running back, best dual threat, best RB in general. What he's doing is historic. Let's talk scrimmage yards. He has the most in the first games of a season since 1950. This is crazy. He's second to only Hall of Famer Jim Brown. That is quite a list. He's working his way into that equation. So I say, and there's an if here, if the Panthers can keep this turnaround going and make themselves competitive and get into the playoffs, there is no reason that Christian McCaffery shouldn't be in the MVP conversation for 2019.
And I'll say Christian McCaffrey's is more impressive than Jim Brown. Let's
100%.
just say he's playing against a different type of competition.
Talk about it.
I'll go one further. Forget the conversation. If he keeps it going, he's your MVP.
That's what I'm saying.
He's not even in the conversation. Let's go. He's the MVP. If they can win without Cam Newton and Christian McCaffery,
They're
You're
0-5
saying if
without
they
McCaffrey.
keep winning.
Absolutely.
If they keep
0-5.
winning, yeah, he's absolutely the MVP. A running back, what do you guys think? At GMFB. More highlights, Bucks Saints now.
Let's do it. Come on, Strager. You're our MVP.
Let's go, Shregs!
I think we just inducted Christian McCaffery to Canton. I got to cool down for a second.
McCaffery 2020.
Yeah, there it is.
Saquon's better. I changed my mind again.
That's it. Breeze out, Bridgewater in, and all we did all week was hear about the Bucs, the Bucs, the Bucs. Well, guess what? There's a team in New Orleans who has not lost since they lost their starting quarterback, and they came to play and took care of this one early here. Bridgewater fighting maybe the toughest receiver in the NFL. We love Julio and DeAndre, but Michael Thomas still getting it done even without Breeze. What a win for the Saints. They keep on rolling.
All right, enough of that. Let's get to the Luke Falk portion of the program. So Sam Darnold got most of the first-team reps in practice and then could not play because of spleen issues, mononucleosis. So Luke Falk plays. Let's see how that went. Not great. Nathan Gary picked him, and he pick-sixed him. This was never a game. The Jets have major problems. Adam Gase, coach them up, Foo Fighters, breakfast pizza, all that. We feel for you, but this was 31-6, was not really competitive.
Nice win for the Eagles. They're the only team in the NFC East to get a W in Week 5. More highlights and more breaking news out of the NFC East. Jay Gruden fired. What's next for the Redskins? And got a huge guest today for a win on Sunday. The Panthers quarterback, Kyle Allen, joining the show.
We're going to talk to him about Christian McCaffrey.